Lesson 2, Part B, Plant Adaptation. Plants can grow every place that has sunlight shines. Even the bottom of sea ice in polar regions has tiny plants growing on it. Like animals, the plant has behavioral and structural adaptations that help it survive and grow in different environments. Now we will study two different big trees that grow into different environments, which are savanna and Amazon rainforest. Savanna, such as southern African savanna, is a grassland habitat with mild temperatures. It is characterized by an extreme lack of water during the dry season. Acacia tree is a big tree that grows in savanna. Most large plants cannot grow in this habitat due to drought conditions, as a dry season lasts half of the year.
Welcome to the southern African savanna, home to the marvelous acacia tree. This umbrella-shaped wonder is built to thrive through droughts with some neat tricks. Take a peek at those tiny leaves on top. They're designed to soak up sunlight and hold onto water, making sure the tree stays nourished and hydrated. Watch out for those sharp spines around the leaves. They're the tree's personal bodyguards, keeping hungry animals away from munching on its precious greenery. And that towering trunk? It's not just for show. It stores water just like a camel stores fat, and is tall enough to keep most animals, except giraffes, from feasting on the leaves. Don't forget the amazing taproot. This root dives deep into the ground, searching for water up to 35 meters below the soil surface. Talk about dedication. But wait, there's more. When an animal starts nibbling on its leaves, the acacia tree kicks into defense mode, producing a bitter poison to make its leaves taste terrible. Not only does it defend itself, but it also sends out a smelly message in the wind, warning nearby acacia trees to start making the same poison. Teamwork at its finest. In the heart of the savanna, the acacia tree stands as a beacon of resilience, adapting beautifully to its challenging environment. From top to bottom, every part of the acacia tree is a masterpiece of nature's design, ensuring its survival and thriving amidst the heat and dryness. So next time you think of the African savanna, picture the majestic acacia tree, standing tall and proud, an icon of endurance and adaptability. It's a living proof that nature always finds a way to survive and thrive, even in the toughest conditions. The acacia tree, with its clever adaptations, is a fascinating reminder of the incredible ingenuity of the natural world.
Acacia tree, umbrella-shaped tree. Acacia is adapted to survive through many months of drought in its environment as follows. Habitat: southern African savanna. Structural adaptation: leaves. Tiny leaves grow on the top of the tree to help them hold in water while soaking up, absorbing sunlight needed to make food. There are sharp spines around the leaves to prevent animals from eating these leaves. Trunk: a very long trunk, so most animals except giraffe cannot reach its leaves to feed on. The trunk in acacia tree stores water as the hump in the camel stores fat. Root: a very long root called taproot that grows directly downward to search for water as deep as 35 meters below the soil surface. Behavioral adaptation: acacia tree can defend itself as follows. It produces a poison when an animal begins eating its leaves to make the leaves taste very bad to keep this animal away. It sends a smelly message in the wind to warn other acacia trees nearby, telling them to start making the same poison. Rainforests, such as Amazon rainforest of Brazil. It is rainy most of the year, so it is easy to find water. It is characterized by strong winds. Kapok tree is a big tree that grows in Amazon rainforest. It is hard for some plants in this habitat to reach sunlight due to the Extra tall trees growing up to 70 meters tall.
In the depths of the Amazon rainforest, stands a tree like no other, the majestic kapok. Marvel at its hand-shaped leaves, designed to let wind move gently, preventing tears in the fierce jungle. Behold the buttress roots, not planted deeply but soaring up to 5 meters, anchoring the tree in the soggy soil. These roots are the lifelines, holding firm against the rainforest's relentless deluge. The kapok seeds, fluffy and yellow, travel with the wind, spreading life across the vast forest. A wonder of evolution, each seed takes flight, a hope carried on the breath of the Amazon. Delicious-smelling flowers bloom, sending fragrant messages through the air. Bats, the nighttime pollinators, are lured by this scent, ensuring the kapok's survival. In this silent dance of survival, the kapok tree stands, a testament to nature's ingenuity.
Kapok tree, umbrella-shaped tree. Kapok is adapted to survive in its environment through structural and behavioral adaptations as follows. Habitat. Amazon rainforest of Brazil. Structural adaptation. Leaves. Hand-shaped leaves with narrow parts to allow wind to move more gently through the leaves without tearing them. Roots. Large, wide roots called buttress roots. Buttress roots are not planted deeply in the ground, but they grow high up on its trunk to hold the tree firmly in the soggy soil, wet muddy soil. Buttress roots can start up to 5 meters above the ground. Seeds. Kapok tree has fluffy yellow seeds to be easily carried by wind across the forest. Behavioral adaptation. Kapok tree has delicious smelling flowers to send messages through wind to attract bats towards it. Activity 7. Plant scientist. The scientist who studies plants is known as botanist. Plants have different properties that help them to adapt and survive their different environments through their structural adaptations, as we will study in the following examples. Mangrove tree. Habitat. Salt water. Adaptation. It has long and strong roots. Reason. To resist the strong waves. Water lily. Habitat. Wetland, fresh water. Adaptation. It has wide floating leaves. The reason. To absorb a large amount of sunlight. Pine tree. Habitat. Snow. Adaptation. It has a triangular shape and short branches. Needle leaves. Reason. To allow the snow to slide easily over it so its branches don't break, and to prevent the loss of water. Palm tree. Habitat. Desert. Structural adaptation. It has thick roots and small leaves. Reason. To resist the strong winds. Barberry fig. Habitat. Desert. Structural adaptation. It has sharp spins and a tough outer cover. Reason. To prevent animals from eating its leaves and fruits. From the previous we can conclude that plants have structural and behavioral adaptation in order to survive in their environment.